I grew up in the Gold Coast actually, and then I was called up for national service in 1967, and I'd done two years, 12.5 months in Vietnam. I was a carpenter, builder, and worked all around Brisbane. Oh, 30 years ago, I think it was now, we got back into the caravan again. I've been looking for Chesney for a few years, and I got on Gumtree, and I found a few vans, and this one kind of stuck out. I got this one up from Sydney through a used trailer caravan place down there, sight unseen. And when I opened the door of it, I thought, yes, I'm glad I'm pulling it to pieces. It's a big job. It's a big job. I made a lot of mistakes. We stripped the whole van back to chassis, and I took the chassis down to a sandblaster, who sandblasted the chassis for me, and to see how that was. The A-frame is a bit dicey, but I had to extend that anyhow for the electric hydraulic disc brake system I put underneath. I put Alco disc brakes and that system with the roller rocker suspension, because that was the type of suspension underneath this van when it was built. Then it went to, it went from the sandblaster into the trailer place where he put all the running gear underneath and welded different things on that I wanted, and I dragged it home, just the chassis. In the meantime, when it was down getting the chassis and that done, I lowered the roof down and stripped that all back and coated that with 4 coats of ceramic paint for coolness. Cleaned up all the floor, ready for when it came back, so I could start putting it back together again. I used the original aluminium frame. That was still in very good condition. Just changed a few windows and that about. Well, just about everything's been changed in the van. The door used to be in front of the wheels, now it's behind. The table was up the front. The bed was back where the ensuite was. The shower's in exactly the same place, or much the same place as a shower in the original van. In 1969, having a shower in your van would have been something. All the cupboard work is all different. It's a twin compressor refrigerator, one compressor for the fridge, one for the freezer. It's a convection microwave I've put in. I've even put granite bench tops from Granite Transformations. I shouldn't probably plug them, I suppose, but I've put a 300 amp hour lithium battery system in with all management gear from Enerdrive. Yeah, Enerdrive. I got two 150 watt solar panels on the roof to charge them, and I've got a 175 watt I can put out if I want to stay in the shade for a couple of days. End of the month I'm off to the Yorke Peninsula, South Australia for about 4 to 6 weeks. Trip that'll be. Next year I'm going to Tassie for 4 to 5 months.